Welcome back to the Cosmic Valkyrie Podcast. This is Lynn Louise, aka Lilu, the Cosmic Valkyrie and your business coach. Here on the Cosmic Valkyrie Podcast, I combine cosmic law, strategy, and brain science to help you step into your business in a new way, in a way that you never thought possible before. And I talk cosmically. So I blend all three of these together, giving you the practical applications, the practical steps, along with the adjustments that you need to make in your perspective, your perception of this three-dimensional reality, and allow you to really embrace that cosmic law. And the beautiful thing about cosmic law is quantum mechanics, science, is proving what ancient wisdom, which I call cosmic laws, has always known. So a lot of these concepts were probably not new to you, but I want you to really listen to them and pay attention, because unless we truly know things on a core level, we cannot demonstrate them in our external circumstances. So what I mean is, to really know something, know it on a core level, you're able to demonstrate it in your life. And you have demonstrated a lot of core level knowings. But if you're still struggling to get your business off the ground, or even out of that plateau, this means that you probably understand a lot of these concepts, but you haven't learned them on a core level in a way that you can demonstrate them in your business. Now, I'm an Aquarius Manifesting Generator 6-3. I'm all about revolution. I am all about closing the gaps. I want you to know that I have been preparing all my life for this moment. This is what I came to Earth for. And what I'm talking about is Pluto entering into Aquarius that we're going to be in for the next 20 years. I have come to Earth specifically for this reason, to help others move into this energy, learn how to manifest within this energy, because it is completely different from how we were taught to manifest in the last age. And I'm specifically working with entrepreneurs because I know all of you are dedicated to helping others heal and grow and evolve into higher levels of consciousness. And I want to enable you to get there faster, because I know that the longer you struggle to get your business off the ground, those soul contracts, not just clients, contracts that you made in your luminous state, are waiting out there to be fulfilled. And we need to be able to attract those clients into our existence and offer them the opportunity for their transformation. Groovy, right? I think the word groovy came around when they were singing about the dawning of the Age of Aquarius. Y'all probably know that song. This is the dawning of the Age of Aquarius, right? Was it Jesus Christ Superstar? I can't remember. But anyway, that song, when they were talking about the dawning of the Age of Aquarius, was preparing us for this moment in time. So buckle up. This energy just started. It kicked off, but I'm going to tell you, it's not going to let up. February, it was deep, right? It could have been a little murky for some of you, intense, unknowing, a little scary. It was like you were walking on mud. So the important thing to understand about this energy is that first, it's not going to be letting up. We have only entered into it. It's just getting started. The second thing is, it's going to be really important for you to be able to operate in alignment with this energy, not push against it. Make sure that you're really clear on how this Aquarius energy rolls, so to speak. Or flows is a better word, because Aquarius energy, is a sign of the water bearers. And it's all about flowing. It's all about flowing with the energy, not pushing against it. You know, it sounds a lot easier than it is. And I'm going to be honest, being an Aquarius is amazing, but it is by no means easy. And learning myself how to go with the flow took a lot of time and a lot of work. But the good thing is I got it done. And this is what I'm here to help you with. Close that gap, help you shut that gap down so that you can achieve what you desire more rapidly than it took me. So I'm all about flow. If you've known me for a while, you know I talk about flow and ease in my messaging all the time. And here we are at the end of February, moving into March. We've already had the full moon in Virgo, and I tell you what, it was a doozy. It was hard on our household, but hard doesn't mean bad. In actuality, my perspective of hard, it's an opportunity for change, for evolution. So my husband and I really approach situations like that when the energy is like, oh, what's going on? I'm feeling the feelings and I don't even know why. We love to open up conversations and talk about what's going on with us physically and emotionally during those times. If you caught my last episode, I think it was the last one. Don't quote me on that. I was talking about how sometimes when we're operating in these new energies, it triggers a frequency in our body that actually triggers former belief systems and emotions. So you can go back and listen to that one. But during this episode, I really want to talk about the importance of crystal clear clarity on your goals. If you are interested, please email me because I'm thinking about having a workshop on this at the beginning of March. But that's only if there's enough interested people. And the people that I'm talking about are people that are willing to invest in their future, that are committed and integral to doing what they say they're going to do. To women that are willing to go after what they want, fight for their possibility, fight for their future, not fighting for their limitations and coming up with excuses why they can't show up. So if you're like, hells yeah, I'm ready to turn my business into something that most coaches will never have and live the life of abundance that I truly came here to live, helping others, then let me know because I seriously want to host this. But I'm only going to host it if there's enough I was going to say if there's enough energy. We know there's enough energy. If there's enough interest by serious, committed coaches and healers that are willing to do what it takes to get an outcome that most people will never have. But let's kick it off right now talking about this energy. This energy doesn't screw around. This is a very driven, motivated energy. It's all about the sacral. It's about that ancestral healing that needs to be done. It is stirring stuff up, and it's stirring stuff up on a cosmic level. It's not just about you as an individual, but where your placement in this new consciousness is supposed to be. So when you're looking at operating your business, it's this beautiful dance between trying to figure out those strategies like your niche and your target demographic and all that stuff that's going to call in your soul contracts. But it's also about looking at the bigger picture, where you are supposed to be placed in this beautiful Aquarius energy that is all about global healing, humanitarianism. And where your business falls into that. That's where a lot of people need guidance. It's really easy to pick a niche. It's easy to pick a target demographic. I can help you do that in the first call that we have of the mastermind. We get that nailed down in like 10 minutes. The rest of the time, we're really honing in on what your mission is. I'm not talking about a mission like my three-dimensional mission in life or my business is this. I'm talking about a cosmic mission. A higher purpose, you might call it, something deeper, something that drives you. This energy is really focused on your individuality and how it relates to the world, how it relates to helping the world. That's pretty powerful. And this energy is all about clarity. It's all about sharpening that vision. I just had a class last week in the mastermind and helped my cosmic warriors get really clear on what Aquarius energy means when we say vision. Because a lot of people set financial goals, which are great, but that financial goal isn't going to do any good unless we have a very, very clear vision about what it's going to create for us. And if you say, oh, I already know mine, I already have that crystal clear vision, let me ask you this. January 20th, we moved into Pluto. How much of that vision have you already accomplished at this time? that's going to be an indication of where you are in your manifesting process, where you are in your ability to harness this energy. I am so tired. Trigger warning. I should always say trigger warning. I am so tired of women saying that they want to create something different in their life and then doing nothing different, not investing their money and their time into getting what they want in their life. So many women bought into the whole, I need to go to school, I need to have a certification, I need to learn, get a master Reiki certification or whatever it might have been. But yet when it comes to actually monetizing that trade, which is not their business, it is their trade, they hold on to their wallet so tightly that they can't invest in making any money. That is the exact reason when a woman is telling me that she cannot afford to invest in her future, the future of her business, that is the exact reason she needs to be an Evolution 10X mastermind. The exact reason. So what are you telling yourself you're capable of? And when are you not willing to allow yourself to become a student in business development? And I'm not just talking mindset. I'm talking about going deep. Y'all have a lot of mindset, but I'm talking about deep subconscious reprogramming and applying the strategy behind it, organizational strategy, operational strategy, all those good things into your business to see rapid success. Because if you want to work in alignment to this energy, you're going to have to bite the bullet and you're going to have to make a scary investment. It's true. And I'm not saying this because it makes a difference to me. I already have the success. I've invested over and over and over decades to get where I am today. I didn't do it alone, and you can't do it alone either. Now, my specialty, right? Because that's going to be the question, like, what makes you different than other business coaches out there, Lynn Louise? Here's the deal. I am so fucking cosmic. I call myself the Cosmic Valkyrie. And no doubt anyone within my programs will tell you that I'm the real deal. Let me toot my own horn. I'm tooting my horn. You should toot yours too, because I am unique and my method is unique. My method is the answer to your transformation. I'm not the answer to your transformation. I can only guide you. You have to take the bull by the horns and actually lock arms with women like me so that we can deliver the method to you, the Evolution 10X method. And then we can guide you to those deeper understandings of self, consciousness, luminosity, how your brain works, what its job is, fundamental strategies. My method is the difference. My method is very different than any other business coaches out there. You have a method that is very different from any other coaches out there. And that's what I help you harness and understand. And on a core level, know that you are unique and everything that you have to deliver to this world is needed. I'm a guide, just like you are. You have what the world needs. So the first thing is you have to admit to yourself that you have something of value that other people need. And there are contracts that you have made that will need to be called to in order for you to begin to really roll with your business. Those contracts are waiting for you. They're waiting to hear your voice. So you need to get so clear on the vision of your business. I'm not talking about what do I want this month. I'm talking about what do you want the final product of your business to look like? Is it a $300K business? Is it a $300 million business? What do you want the end business to look like? You start with the income and then you work back from that. We always start with the end in mind. So a lot of women on the call last week, they came with the number. And then I help them work through the details, ironing out how to get in alignment with the Aquarius energy so that they could start gathering that momentum in their business and close that gap to reaching the financial goal that they have set for 2024. So what do I mean by crystal clear clarity? I'm talking about the details, not some vague idea. but the details. Not only the details and the structure of what you want your business to look like in the future, but how your business will transform your personal life. There are two things here at play. It's not just about having a business for business sake. There are structures that need to be in place before you can attract that in which you desire in your business. Objectives that you need to have in place. It's not just, I want a 600K business, but not know what that 600K business is going to look like, what it's going to be structured like. If you're going to have employees, what their roles are going to be, what your role in the business is, and how you're going to create that ability to step away when the time is right, either by selling it or having somebody run it for you. You need to have all this ironed out before you can achieve it. But also when we're looking at this Aquarius energy, what did I say? It was individual and it was global. So I want you to think of your business as the world. But I want you to think of your personal life in association with that as you as an individual. How is it going to change your lifestyle? If you don't know what exactly it's going to change or what it's going to look like and just have this vague idea, that's not in alignment with Aquarius energy. Remember me talking about that sacral energy, the ancestral lessons? It's going to get bogged up right in there in your body. It's going to become so uncomfortable. I'm going to tell you, you might experience digestive issues, gallbladder issues. It might feel like you're having heart pains. It can materialize in many physical ways when you're not aligning with these energies and manifesting in the way that it wants you to. Will it still manifest? Sure as heck will. It just probably won't be in the way that you want it to. So let's get into alignment. You know, I want to give you some action steps here. So let's do it. The first thing I want you to do, come up with what is the financial goal for your entire business. I'm going to be straight up with you. If you've been following me for a while, you already know this. I never have wanted $1 million a year business. I have worked in corporate America and I've worked for plenty of millionaires and know what that looks like. And for me, it's not something that intrigues me or at this point I really look towards. So when I set my projections, my goals for what my business was going to look like, I had a clear idea of the multiple six figure I wanted to reach. And I knew who I would have to employ and what it would take get there, and then how it would exist. Now, does that mean that I might not change my mind 3 months from now and want $1 million business? No, I might. But I really wanted to be a solopreneur. I wanted it to be just me. Now, eventually, I will probably hand this business off to somebody. And I already have that person in mind because my business is really easy to run. But what I really want you to hear here is you get to determine that number. What do you want your final business to look like? What is that financial goal? That's the first thing you're going to write down. The second thing is, what's the structure going to look like? How many employees? Because if you're going for millions, you're going to need employees. I can tell you, if you're striving to hit 250K, you're going to be the only employee. You don't need any other employees at that rate. But if you go past that, you're going to start to need to employ people. Although our business is not complicated, there are things that we want to have taken off of our plate. For me, my choices were things that I wanted taken off of my plate at home. I have somebody that comes in and cleans my house. And I really believe that that is where we first need to invest in hiring people, is taking the things off of our plate and employing people that can do all that for us before we invest in training somebody to work within our business. And I'm going to tell you what, you need to know what kind of people you're going to hire, what their duties are going to be, job descriptions, and actually manuals on how to do stuff. But you have to know the structure of your business. And it would be really good to know the pay structure. And I'm going to be honest, those two things should keep you busy this week until the next episode. Because that in and of itself is a lot to wrap your head around. Now, if you are an overwhelmed going, I don't even know where to start, I have no clue, then guess what? You need to be in the mastermind. If you don't know what a corporate structure looks like, or should I say an LLC structure would look like at 250, 500K, $1 million. If you don't know what your organizational operational strategies and structures look like, then you need to be in the mastermind so we can iron that out. You cannot create the business of your dreams without knowing what the business of your dreams is. Because here's the reality. If you could do this on your own, you would have already done it. So why do you continue month after month, year after year, to not choose to invest in your future? You can stay right where you are, doing what you're doing, but nothing's going to change. And what will you say when you're 70 and regret never getting your business off the ground? The reality is, we have no guarantees about the future. So what is it that you want? Do you want a hobby? Because it's perfectly fine to want a hobby. If you want to be an employee, there's nothing wrong with being an employee and offering your trade to someone that owns a facility that needs what you have. But if you are driven by entrepreneurism and know that that is what you're supposed to do, then get off the fence and get to work. Because that's what it's going to take. Nothing in this life is free.